I had a problem over the years. People would always say, what angles are you using? And I go, well, I'm using 40 to 45 degrees on my spindle gouge and things like that. And one time I was getting ready to go do a demonstration, so I thought I'd just measure them. Well, I couldn't find a good gauge to measure them. I finally hacked one together, and the angle was like 27 degrees on my spindle gouge. It's like, oh my gosh, what happened? Well, what happened is bevel creep, because these things are all movable no matter what you do. And no matter how perfect you are putting stuff up, even if you're just at half a degree off, you're slowly going to change the angle on your bevel. In other words, this angle is going to start either going in or out like that. So I looked all over trying to find an angle gauge where I could at least verify that the $900 or $1,000 I spent on my sharpening system, I'm getting the angle I needed. Couldn't find it. So that's when I decided, okay, well, I'm going to make my own. And that's where I came up with the Woodturner's angle gauge. And this has 35, 40, 45, 55, 60, 75, 15, and then 25, 35, and 45. This is spindle and roughing, spindle and roughing, spindle and roughing. This is bowl gouge, and this is for scraper and negative rake. And then right here, these are for skews and for parting tools. And the way it works is I got really tired of having to take my tool and stick it into a piece of metal. So what I do with this is you lay it on top and you just bring it up and you see the edge. There's no light showing through that edge. I know I'm at a perfect 45. So now I can guarantee that everything I do on my grinder is going to match with where I want to be. And the reason I put so many angles on there is because it's different strokes for different folks. You might not want to have yours at a 55. See, that's not a 55. You might want yours at a 60. It's all up to choice. You can also come up here with a bowl gouge and make it into a 75, and you can see the gap there. Until you get rid of that gap, then you have a 75. But that's how I do my scraper. I have 75 here, and then the relief grind up here, which is so tricky for everybody, I have that right there so you can see it's 15 degrees. And the neat thing is then you can take your parting tools and stick them up in there, and your skew chisels and stick them up in there, and they don't dull the tool points. But anyway, that's the gauge I came up with, and it is available on our website, woodturningwithtim.com, if you want to buy one. Also, they're going to be available in a lot of stores pretty soon, but for right now you can find them only on our website. But to me, if you have a dull tool, you have a dangerous tool. You have to have a sharp tool to turn well, but you also have to have a tool that you can repeat the grind on consistently, so when you approach the work, nothing's changing and it's always the same.